Why kids are not focusing on studies and what to do about this issue. Hi, I'm Veena BK. I'm a parenting coach and a healer. I've been doing a lot of one-to-one calls with moms, and this is a common issue nowadays. Moms are talking to me and seeking some solutions. So through this video, let me share with you all about this issue and what solutions we have so that kids focus on their studies and they take interest on their studies. Let me share the screen with you now. So yes, this is the topic for today. Why are kids not focusing and what we can do about this problem. So first of all, let us understand whether this is a problem of the pandemic. So it so happens that it may be because of the external situation, which is the pandemic, and the school is online because they are missing the school atmosphere and they are not with other kids and their teacher is not there in person. This may be happening that they are not focusing, or for some kids, in case of some kids, it has always been like this. Moms tell me this, it has always been like this. Earlier also, they were not showing much interest in studies. And then let us understand the age group, because we have to treat this according to the kids' age. We have to see what is happening. So below 8 years, I consider as a separate age group, and above 8 years, because at least by 8 years, the kid should have some seriousness about studies and they would have developed their method of studying and they would generally take interest in studies after 8 years. So that is why I'm considering them separately. Then the next thing is, what is the issue that is bothering the moms? What is the exact issue? What is the main problem? So it may be one or more. So it may be like I have to be, this is the mom's problem, which they tell me I have to be with the kids during the study time. I have to physically be present with the kids during the study time. So what happens in this case, the mom is always busy normally. So here I'm talking from the angle of the mom, from the perspective of the mom, because normally what I see is the mom is the primary caretaker and the schooling, everything is handled by moms more. So let us understand the mom's perspective and what problem comes up. So because the mother has to be there at the study time as compared to earlier, like kids are at home working, I mean, learning and taking classes from home online, the mother has to attend to the kid, and it becomes the mother's duty to enable, to facilitate the online classes. And not only during online, even later, earlier also this used to happen, there are some assignments to be done. So the mother has to physically sit with the child and teach the child and make them do the assignment, and this causes a lot of strain and stress on the mom. Then second issue is kids are not attentive, whether it is during online classes or their school assignment, homework, study period. Even when there are exams fast approaching, tomorrow they have an exam, they are not at all attentive or serious about studies. Then they don't show interest. Again, almost the same point. They don't show any interest in studying by themselves. It is always just because the mother insists, they are sitting for some time and studying. Otherwise, by their own, they are not taking any interest. Then coming to the next thing, kids start questioning. Kids ask, why should I study? This often I am hearing moms are telling, how much ever I tell the importance of studies, kids are asking, what should I do by studying? There's no need for studies. This is the perception some of the kids have in their minds. So moms have to deal with this. So moms need lot of patience to deal with this. Moms need lot of patience because they are having their own pressures and to deal with this problem. Moms already have their own issues, like it may be the mother is working at home, outside. There are other things to do in the mother's routine, and with this, if the kid expects, or unless she sits with the kid, he or she is not studying, or she has to tell repeatedly, then it becomes frustrating for the mother. She loses the confidence, and ultimately, the anger situation is created. Neither the mom is happy, nor the kid is happy, nor there is any progress in the studies. So this is happening. So moms need a lot of patience. So first of all, moms tell me, because of pandemic and online classes, this is a new situation which has come up. So it is more difficult. It is more difficult. So this is one issue. And secondly, up to 7 or 8 years. So that's why I have told will consider them in two separate age groups. Up to age of 7 to 8 years, they are generally naughty and physically active. So they are not sitting in one place. They are naughty and physically active. They are not just into it. They are not for studies. Generally, not all kids. Most of the kids, they'll not feel like studying because it is an age to play. They are very playful and not serious about the studies. Then thirdly, there are other distractions. There may be other distractions in the study area, like the kid may be in an online class, somebody else may be watching TV in the other room or nearby, so their focus will go there. TV in the other room, so they may have mobile nearby, so they may feel like taking the mobile and playing with it when they are studying. All such distractions, or some activity in the house. Some activity would be happening in the house as compared to school. This I'm comparing to the school situation. This is all about online classes, what I am discussing now, as compared to school and classroom. The distractions are more at home, right? And then fourth issue is other common issue, which is generally this kid is not at all interested, not at all interested, whether it is at home or school, online, or even in classroom. There's a general disinterest towards the studies, and actually they start questioning. They actually tell the parents, I don't need to study. What is the need? Huh? And when I grow up, I will be a cricketer. Okay, I'll be a famous person, or I'll be a sportsman, or a singer, or YouTuber. They actually tell this. The kids don't see the need to study, right? So this is the situation, the problem. Now let us look at the solutions. First and foremost, I want to tell the moms, I want to reassure the moms that this is because of the online situation, and it will be okay. Okay, most of the problems happening because of the online situation, it will be okay when they start going to school. So don't worry really. And if they are below 7 8 years, you are facing more of a problem, because this kid cannot be made to sit, and when there's so much distractions, I told you the reasons. So it will be okay. So relax to some extent, you let go. I really want moms not to stress much about it. Be concerned, but do not have stress. Okay, that is the main thing I want to tell you about this online situation. And secondly, see, I had an interview, like I called an expert in this digital courses and all that. Like he was into coding and teaching the kids the digital skills. So he's my friend. I was talking to him, and he says technology is the future. Okay, technology and um, digital platforms are the future. So we were discussing in depth, we were discussing, and another 10 20 years, when this kid will grow up, the whole job scenario what is there now will change. Everything will require automation, and now we are complaining like it's our taking more time with gadgets and not really interested in the regular classroom studies. So this is just to give a different view. The first 2 points I'm sharing here is So just relax. It's okay if the kid is not putting so much effort. Not that you tell them, okay, no problem, don't study, nothing like that. You have to have a balance in your mindset. So for that reason, I'm just giving you this input that yes, this is online situation and it will be okay. Gradually, kids will go back to school and things will be better. That is point number one. Then point number two is, even if they are not totally keen about studies, it's still okay. That is my reassurance to you. I want to tell you. After that, let us come to the actual, what you should do in this situation. So what I would advise is have expectations from the kids. All parents expect kids to study well, do well in their school, right? So this expectation, you have to have clarity and you have to communicate to the child that no matter what, you have to study, you have to put effort for studies every day. This is your routine. Here I would also like to add, build it into the routine. Whenever there's expectation, you should have clarity yourself what you need from the child, and you should communicate it to the child and build that into the routine. So then when it comes to implementation of your expectation, when you have already made a routine for the child and he or she is not serious about following the routine, then you have to have a firm approach about this study related. You have to have a very firm approach, not by punishing or shouting or yelling. Keep on correct them, educate them. Coming to the next point, like they argue with you, they ask you, why should I study? What's the importance of study? So educate them, tell them the importance of learning and knowledge. It's not about even passing and getting good grades. Of course, moms have told me, my son did not get highest percentage in the class, nothing like that. But they should really study and apply their mind. So you have to educate the kids. It is for learning sake, knowledge sake. Even if you're a sportsman in future, even if you're a gamer, YouTuber, you'll need basic English, grammar, and communication, and you have to know physics, science. There's so much to learn in this world. Then you have to create a real thirst in them for knowledge. Get them pictorial books. This also I would advice. Apart from the school books, get them genuinely interested in studies. So you should build the genuine interest in them for studies. So have books lying around. Here many other tips are coming up as I speak with you. Nothing is rigid in my mind that I have to tell you only these points. So many other tips are coming to my mind. Like we normally say, parents, that my kid should develop a reading habit and a love for books. So how will this happen is by leading by example. The parents themselves should have a liking to the reading, and there should be so many books lying around the house that the kid will see the elders and maybe they'll pick up a book. If it is very much visual and it has a lot of pictures and very interesting, they'll definitely pick up that book and read. So, and also this will help you to divert them from the screens and gadgets, because this is an additional hobby they can develop. So that moms ask me, okay, no gadget time, then what are the kids supposed to do? We need to engage them in some other activity. So one may be sending them out to play and playing indoor games with your family. You can also play with them. And just now, as I said, the reading habit, if you have general books around the house, you should develop the thirst for knowledge in the kids. Automatically they'll start developing interest. They'll learn more than the school syllabus by inculcating this habit of reading and genuine interest for knowledge. Okay. And then when you have to explain, these kids, I always say, they are smart kids. Okay, when they ask you the reason, they question you, why should I study? Anyway, I learned lakhs of money when I grow up, right? That's what they say. So you have to be very patient. Patience is the key. I have put it here that moms need a lot of patience to deal with this problem. So you have to have a lot of patience. You have to keep on educating them, explaining to them with logic and reason. So you have to explain with logic and reason, like I was telling you just now. Whatever you be in your life, whatever your career, you have to have a basic understanding, and basic education is very much required for everyone. to understand the basics of, it may be science, maths, language, whatever. So that is the way you should explain to them. And then lastly, see, it so happens that parents may be doing all this already. Maybe you are doing in a different way, your approach is different. Slightly different approach may be required, which I call the pattern interrupt and new patterns in parenting. Let me put it here. It's called new patterns in parenting. You may be already trying something, but that's not working. So you need to try a different approach. Something different you have to do, make it like a game, make it exciting for the kid, especially these games and all, work with the small kids. Like you should make it like a real challenge to the kid. You may be already doing it, but do it a bit differently so that it keeps the child excited, and make a reward system. And if they do not put the required number of hours in studies, so things will pile up, you have to make it known to them that this is not acceptable. Then what will you withdraw from them? Like you can tell them, see, if you are not studying for 1 hour, then your play time will be cut short unless you finish this particular task in 1 hour. Otherwise, your playtime will be cut short, and you have to be firm in case of expectation and getting the things done from the kids. You have to be firm. That firm approach and consistency has to be there. So something has to change in your parenting. Otherwise, it will not work. So you have to learn new patterns. This is a concept I teach in my online courses and one-to-one consultations. You can contact me for that. I'll let you know. And then lastly, this happens in few cases. In some of the cases, the parents have tried everything. All these approaches, I have already tried all this. Nothing is working, right? Why does it happen? Because, and moms frequently tell me, this my son or daughter never even listen to what I say. I just tell them there is what selective listening, or they act as if I have not at all spoken anything, like they don't even listen to me. So what can I do? So in such cases, I really want moms to seek some help from other persons, seek help of experts. This is very important because seek help of experts is very important because something you're doing and it's not working, right? So a different approach may be required. Maybe you have blind spots, you are not seeing the way your kid will cooperate. The other person may see that and guide the kid in a proper way. And some of the kids, you also know this, they listen to others rather than parents. You must be knowing this. Listen to others rather than parents. Sometimes it so happens that whatever you say, they know mommy or daddy will always say the same thing. I need not even listen to them. So that is when selective hearing happens. Every day it starts the same way. Kid is not studying, mom starts shouting, dad gets angry, then kids will not listen, then they start crying. All it's there's a pattern already at home, right? So there's already a pattern, and kid is not listening. Already he or she has made up their mind that mommy or daddy will nag me, they will push me, let me not care about it. Some conclusion they have come to, which they are following as a pattern. So they are not listening. At such times, you have to seek help of someone else, preferably experts, because they have experience with all such situations. And if not me, seek help of others. And I have had many parents come to me with this problem. And when I take the kid under my guidance and I give certain tips, first I try with the parents. I think parents are the best guides, but only the new patterns are required. So for point number 7, what I said, new patterns, I will teach the parents new patterns in parenting, which they will implement and they'll definitely get results. And sometimes in rare cases it happens that the relationship is so strained that, whatever the parents say, kids start opposing. It's not only about studies, it's generally about everything. So then the rebuilding of trust has to happen between the kids and the parents, and at such times they have to seek help of experts. And what the experts can do, they can see the perspective of the child and gently guide them little by little what has worked for other kids, other parents. Those techniques we can give to this child. And first, the expert has to gain the confidence of the child, gain the friendship of the child. Even before gaining their confidence, be like a friend and non-judgmental. That's what I do. Very non-judgmental, listening to the kid, what is happening, why is he or she not studying, and then analyze the problem and then give the solution which will work for this particular kid. It has to be totally customized. Individual group coaching will not work. I want to repeat, group coaching will not work because each kid is special, each kid thinks differently. That is why we have to understand each child and then accordingly we have to guide the kids. So it is very important. So this was about all about how to get the kids focus on studies. So just to repeat, so mainly it is because of the pandemic, it may be happening or it has always been like this. And age group, I would like to take a different approach for kids below 8 years and kids above 8 years. So main problem is moms have to be with the kids most of the time when they're studying. I have to be behind them. Kids are not attentive. Even if I sit with the kid, he or she is not attentive and the kid is not showing any interest. And this is the final thing they ask, why should I even study at all? So to face the situation, moms need lot and lot of patience. So that is the main thing. You moms have to have a lot of patience because every time if you are angry and it is not giving result, it is simply causing unpleasant situation. Rather, it is not giving any result. So no use of that. So do not lose patience. So understand pandemic and online classes, it is more difficult. These are the things you need to have a understanding about. Point number 1 to 5, what I have stated here. Pandemic and online classes is making it more difficult for them to focus. And up to 7 to 8 years, you relax a bit because they are generally naughty and physically active. So what you need to do is that routine you have to build for them. So there may be other distractions at home because of this online classes. Earlier they were exclusively sitting in the classroom and that atmosphere used to be there for studies. Teacher used to be in front of them. The teacher would monitor. So now it is so getting so difficult for the moms. So apart from the pandemic situation, the first 3 points related to the pandemic. So this fourth and fifth are general. Generally, even before also and now also, the kids are not at all interested in studies. And kids, in fact, question, I don't need to study. Why should I study? And they tell the parents, anyway, when I grow up, I don't need any educational qualification. I can be a famous person and earn money because they have some other passion and I'll do that. But we as parents, we should give them the basic education. Otherwise, later they may face the issue. They may regret also. They would have lost the years. At least basic education they have to complete. And so solutions are, like I said, online situation, you have to relax and take it easy about that. And I also shared about my interaction with a digital expert. And also this was told by some other experts also. I did my own research and it is said that technology and digital platforms are the future. All the job descriptions will change. Okay, whatever job descriptions are there right now, the nature of jobs, I would like to say, nature of jobs, we are thinking we are preparing our kids for the jobs as of now. Whatever they are there now, we are preparing them for that through all this education and all that. But whereas everything will move to technology and automation, and what these kids are nowadays, they are over smart and so good with technology, that will actually help them. So that is a much needed skill. So that is why about gadget related interest also of the kids, you can still be okay with it to some extent. Not that kids can be given gadgets all the time, but still, if you understand this perspective, you will be a bit more relaxed regarding the gadget time and not studying in the traditional way. Okay. Then coming to expectations, have clarity yourself and communicate to the children and build it into their routine. have a very firm approach when it comes to your expectation about the schooling, and then educate the kids. Learning and knowledge, studying is not just for getting grades or moving to the next grade in school. It is about learning and knowledge. Create the genuine interest by showing them the example yourself. Okay, keep the books around, develop a habit of reading, develop a love for books in the kids. Give them pictorial books which will really interest them, which will grab their attention. And then the sixth point, explain to them why they need to study logic and reason, because the kids are smart, they question us and they need logic for everything. So you can give them the logic that it is important to have basic education, and because you expect them to do, you they have to do this basic thing. Apart from that, you are free to have your playtime and other entertainment. As far as studies are concerned, I'm very serious about it. You can explain to them in a nice way. And then new patterns in parenting, you have to have firmness and consistency. It is all about balancing and changing the patterns. What you are already doing, if it's not working, it means that you have to change your approach, that you can learn. And then seek help of experts who can give you a different approach. And also, kids listen to others rather than parents. You all know that. So when it is really required, parents are telling something, they have even changed the pattern. New pattern will help to a large extent. What I have tried with my moms who are being guided by me, it's already working. Within 3 days, 4 days, moms are telling me kids are very cooperative and all that. So that will work. So in some cases, the kid may be so fed up with the same approach, same whatever treatment the parents are doing, whatever they are trying, it's not working. Then kids listen to others better rather than parents. And because the experts have some experience with the methods, they will work because it has already been tried with other kids. So this was all about how to get the kids to focus and what to do when they are not showing any interest in studies. So I have a free webinar, especially for moms, no more yelling. Please do join my free webinar. I'll leave the link below this video. And also subscribe to my channel and like and comment, and your queries also most welcome. And I'll leave my email also. You can email me. Thank you for watching. Thank you.